Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hmm, okay. What do we have on our hands for today? Oh, my screen is blank, looks like. What did I do? Let's see. Oh, wrong one. There we go. There we go. I'm still learning this. Well, happy Sunday to everyone. This is your girl Samantha, and I'm excited today. Today is Championship Day. Anybody who know me know I love football. I love basketball and baseball, but I haven't really kept up with basketball this season. But today is the day. So I hope everybody watching the games today. Ooh, I hurt myself. um, yeah, so we got some games coming on today, and um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I'm a tad bit nervous because these some good matchups. And they're great teams. I don't have a preference of who win out of the four. Um, but I would be highly impressed if San Fran pulled it off with Purdy. What's his name, Mr. Irrelevant? I would be highly impressed if they were to pull off an upset today, because it's an upset today. You know, um, I believe they're underdog, the 49ers, by 2 points, 2.5 points. Um, I never really understood that spread understanding, but I know that they're the underdogs, just like Cincy's the underdogs. Now that's the last time I checked it was yesterday, so I haven't checked it this morning. Matter of fact, let me check it. Since I'm telling you guys this, let me check it, cause I'm curious. What's the spread on today? Excuse me. Um, I don't necessarily gamble on games because when I do, I lose. um, I don't even think I ever won a game or won anything based off of gambling. I well take that back. I won one time. That was so long ago. Oh, that was when. How long ago was that? That was when, if I'm not mistaken, Peyton Man Peyton Manning was playing for the Colts, and they played the Bears for the Super Bowl. And I know I lost $500. That's all I remember. I can't tell you who I was. I believe I was rooting for the Bears at that time. I believe that um I'm not gonna say I was a Bears fan, but I was like, okay, let's just see what we can do. The home team, let's just see what we can do. Um, but I lost $500, and I know I bet it against a church person. I believe. It was so long ago. I don't know how long ago that was, but that was the last time I really betted on sports because I realized I'm not good at it, and so um, I wanted to possibly tap into DraftKings today, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm just gonna enjoy the games when both games come on. Um, well, I find the over under and the odds and everything. I did not know that all of these teams were in first place. For some reason, I thought Kansas City was not in first place. I don't know what I was thinking, but man, you got the Eagles first in the East. You got the 49ers first in the West. Man, I mean, impressive, right? Impressive. I believe before they got ousted, I believe Buffalo was first. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure. I mean, since he's first in the North, AFC North, let me see. Kansas City. They are first in the AFC West. Huh. Interesting. What is more interesting is that the tickets at what's the are they playing? They at Kansas City. The tickets are as low as $152 if you buy a ticket right now. The ticket for the San Fran Philly game is as low as $880. This one here is 152. Why is there such a big difference? Is it because the location? I don't understand it. So I'm pretty sure that's neither here or there, but that's a huge difference. Huge difference. But yeah, let me go back to the spread. Um, oops. There we go. And so, I don't know. I mean, everything that I want to talk about is pretty much, self-explanatory if you watch sports, if you watch football. Um, I wonder how Mahomes' ankle gonna hold up. He hurt that ankle. If I'm not mistaken, it was a high sprain, grade 2. His game is running. I mean, he could throw. Don't get me wrong. The man could throw. Man, homie could throw. But that his run game is gonna be it's gonna be affected by that ankle unless they tape that ankle up so good that he doesn't feel it. But I don't know. I don't know. And with the Bengals defense, they're pretty efficient. They're not top tier in my book, but they get the job done. They're not to me. They're not as good as the defense for Philly and the defense for 49ers. That's going to be a hell of a game because you have two of the top defenses. Both of them are top defensive, top offensive teams. Philly got the upper hand, of course, but um, yeah, I wonder how Mahomes is gonna play today. Is it gonna be more of a throwing game for him? If so, they're gonna need Juju. Juju gonna have to play. Um, the other guy, Scantling, can't think of his full name. He got a hyphen name. Valdez Scantling. Yeah, that's it. I wrote it down. Yeah, they're gonna need and Kelsey, of course. He's gonna need those. Need those three mainly. Of course, you got you know, your ace of diamonds and your ace of clubs and things like that and other players. But yeah, he's gonna need those. As far as throwing, he's gonna need it. Of course, we know Pacheco, he gonna run. We know. For the Bengals, can't go wrong with Mixon. Hopefully he stay healthy. Um, we know Chase. He's gonna bring his A game. So I don't know. I really don't know how this is gonna play out. I don't know if Burrow is a runner as well. I really don't. I think he's kind of, you know, average. Average. I mean, he's not a he's not a Mahomes. He's not a Hurts in running, getting scrambling, getting out of the pocket without being sacked or anything. Um, I just haven't followed him that closely to know what's his game, how's his game outside the pocket when he's pressured. I don't know. Um, but we're gonna find out today, right? I watched most of the game last week against Buffalo, but you get a little distracted sometimes. You got, take care of baby. So, um, That's gonna be an interesting game. But no, going back to this over and under, then I'm gonna get to the NFC. So yeah, from what I saw yesterday, and they're still not giving me the information that I want. They're not giving me the information I want. I don't want to talk about college basketball right now. I like college basketball too, but I don't want to talk about that. It's not giving me what I want. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So this is as of now. Interesting. Okay. So the spread. Oh, okay. So they got the over under at 48.5. Okay. So they got Kansas City they got Cincinnati as the underdog. Okay. 2.5 points. Okay. Interesting. This based on BET MGM. So I don't know. I don't know. I think Cincinnati's gonna upset them. I don't know. Yeah, I think they're gonna upset. I think Cincinnati. I'm calling it. Cincinnati's gonna upset Kansas City. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Whoever listening, well out there in listening land, I'm calling now. Cincinnati is gonna upset Kansas City. I don't know by how many points. Here it says with the spread, Kansas City is gonna win, of course. But let's see. The over under is 48. If Mahomes not running, this is gonna go higher than 48. In my opinion. Okay, Cincy 28. Hmm. Oh, Cincy gonna score more. Kansas City's gonna score. Damn, it's probably gonna be like 37-34. Cincy. It's gonna be a high scoring game. I don't know where they're getting the odds of 48, the over under 48.5. It's gonna go past that. You got two quarterbacks that know how to throw. And their throw game is awesome. So I don't understand that. So yeah, that's gonna be an interesting game. I'm excited for that one. Um let's see. So we got the 49ers and the Philly game. That one to me is much more fluid, meaning that can go either way. Either way, because those teams are similar. They're similar. They're similar. They got San Fran as the underdog. Okay. By 2.5 spread. Okay, they got the over and under 45.5. I mean, I know it doesn't mean anything, but I I don't see. I don't know. I kind of don't see. I don't see that 45. I I don't know. I don't see that 45. I could be wrong. Based on defense, I don't think neither team is going to get out the early 20s on points. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the score is like 17-20 when it ends, or 17-24 or something. A low scoring game, because they're both defensive teams. And I mean they are the hell of offense team as well, but they're both defensive teams, and I don't I don't see it. But I got Philly. I got Philly in this one. Why? Because I think Jalen Hurts, I think his experience is going to pay off a little bit more for him than Purdy. But I'm not putting Purdy aside. I'm not going to totally dismiss him because, I mean, he's been doing a hell of a job out there in San Fran. His team destroyed my team, Seahawks, a couple weeks ago. I mean, at the halftime, I was excited, low key. I was like, well, it was more not if, it was more love. I'm not saying anything until the fourth quarter 0.00. You know, at the halftime, Seattle was winning. I was like, oh, okay, let's see what this other half do. Man, they came out. I don't even think Seattle scored one time. I think they scored like four times. What was it close? I'm just saying 17-20 game at halftime ended up being 20-45 or something like that. They just picked Seattle apart. And I expected it, so I wasn't mad, but I was more like, hey. But I mean, Seattle made it, so hopefully they'll work on their draft picks. I know they got hella draft picks coming up, you know, with that trade with Russell Wilson. So hopefully they take advantage of those draft picks. They know what they're doing, and they can go from there. Um, Geno, he played well. He kind of choked, so he need to get his confidence. You know, he's been in the league for a decade now. You know, I guess this is the first time ever going to the playoffs and everything like that. Um, okay, you made it to the playoffs. You didn't win, but you made it to the playoffs. So let's get past that and let's pretty much just say, hey, next year let me focus on next year of not just making it to the playoffs, but actually going further than the first round. You know, um, but they did play San Fran in the first round, so you know. Maybe had they played the Giants, I'm just talking. Maybe had they played the Giants or something like, or I'm not even gonna say Dallas because I think Dallas would have destroyed them, honestly. But the Giants, maybe Dallas, you never know. Um, Hell, maybe even Minnesota. Minnesota was a fluke, and you know, I'm not gonna go on a rant about Minnesota right now. I'm gonna uh finish talking about the Philly game, Philly and 49ers game. That comes on in a couple hours. But and I talk about Minnesota a little bit later. I'm not gonna hold you guys up too much longer. Um, it's a Sunday morning. We got things to do before the game come on, you know. So I know I do. And I'm taking advantage. The little booger sleep, so you gotta take advantage. Um, but yeah. So I'm. I mean, I don't know if Hertz is fully 100% uh back. I mean, I know he's starting. I know he's playing today. I mean, he's playing today. But if they put that pressure on, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I say I really don't know how this game gonna be called because um they're like evenly matched. If you ask me, both teams are like evenly matched. Um, but again, I'm taking Hurts over Purdy based on experience. Uh, it would be a Cinderella story if Purdy wins. It would be a Cinderella story indeed. I just don't see San Fran winning, but I don't put it past a big deal. Now, just letting folks know, whoever listening to this, out of the four teams, I would rather see San Fran lose. Only for the selfish reasons of I know a couple of San Fran people who I want to poke fun at because they poke fun at my Seattle Seahawks for so many years. So I just want to put that back in their face, you know. Uh, but I wonder what they're gonna do with Guap. I call him Guap because I don't know how to pronounce his name. You know, the quarterback for San Fran. Um, he's kind of been injury prone, but to me he's an excellent quarterback. Oh, but he's just been injury prone. So I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I know they at the beginning of the season they like damn near benched him. I didn't understand that, but and then I believe his name is Lance. I believe that's his name, Lance. He played and then he got injured, which made Guap come in, and then Guap got injured, which made Purdy come in. So I mean, Purdy done took them all the way here, so they they probably gonna stick with Purdy, and they probably gonna stick with Lance, and I don't know where Guap gonna go. I don't think he's gonna stay with San Fran. Maybe he go Pittsburgh. You know, I don't see him going to the Raiders because I already know what's his name going to the Raiders. Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he's going to the Raiders. Don't be deceived. He's going to the Raiders. He already said it. He already said it in that interview he had with Ibaka on Ibaka's show, YouTube show. So it is what it is. You know, he'll be reunited with his buddy out there, whose name I forget, but I think he's banned from Kansas City. Can't think of his name right now, but what's his name? Let's see. Let's see if I'm getting any help. Um, I can't think of his name right now. Wow. But anywho, yeah, he's going over there to the Raiders. So I don't see Guap going to the Raiders, but I do see him going to probably Pittsburgh. I don't see him going south. So I don't see him going to Atlanta. I don't see him going to New Orleans. Um, Lamar Jackson is going to New Orleans. You heard it here first. Like I said last time, he's going to New Orleans. I just feel it. I have no concrete proof, but I just feel it. Um, but I could see Guap in Pittsburgh, and I think he would do a hell of a job with Tomlin. I think if he stay healthy, if he's injury ridden again another season, I mean, how much more are you willing to place on this man? You know what I mean? So it's like he's been injured every season since he's been in the league, almost outside of the Patriots. So maybe he should have stayed, right? I don't know. That's neither here or there. But yeah, so it's gonna be a good game. Both these games today are gonna be great. My goal is to watch both these games. I got a lot of things to do. We got big things happening for the month of February, towards the middle and end of February. We're gonna be transitioning to hopefully relocating. Fingers crossed, everything works out well, and I'll be able to set up my studio how I want it. Get my little Samantha Reacts neon lights sooner than later. And yeah, be able to really, really, bring forth what I need to bring forth. So before I end it, let me just bring back up, like I mentioned earlier, about Minnesota. Minnesota Vikings. I'm gonna agree with a couple of my YouTube buddies who I talk smack with about Minnesota. And they're completely overrated. We know that. We know they're completely overrated. Um the issue I have with Minnesota is the fact that They come out day in or week in, week out in the season, and they try to show they're dominant. You know, they play these dominant games. Um, I mean, this year they Jefferson, man, you got Jefferson, you got Dalvin Cook. I mean, he's kind of slowed down a little bit, but you got Thielen, you got Hawkinson, you got these players who can play, but their quarterback is shit. Kirk Cousins is not an elite quarterback, and he has proved that time after time after time after time after time again. When he is in a sticky situation, he falters and fails. And I personally don't like talking bad about individuals, their game or their skill set, because when was the last time I threw a football on the NFL field? You know what I mean? But I am observant. I watch the games. I'm noticing that your scrambling percentage as far as making a completion, if you have to scramble, is damn near 15%. You know, you scramble, and next thing you know, you either throwing a pick or you getting tackled for a loss. And I don't know. He put up okay numbers, but I don't trust him. Like I don't trust Gino. I don't trust his game plan. I don't trust him as a quarterback, as the franchise leader, you know? He's not their franchise leader. I don't know who their franchise leader is, really. I don't even think they know. But yeah. Nah. He's not it. He's not it. But they pay him that money, so he's gonna be it. You know what I mean? He's gonna be their it because they paid him. But he's not it. He's not it. He's not gonna take them. He's not their Moses. He's not gonna take them to the promised land. No, he's not. Um. So I don't have any expectations for them to even succeed next year, and even down to Dallas, same thing. Everybody loves Dak, but Dak ain't it either. They're what's the saying? I don't even know the saying. What I want to say. Whatever. They're the same peas, two peas in the pod, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, they're not it for their teams. They need more help. And like I said, especially with Minnesota, I think he has to help. He's not he's not utilizing what he needs to utilize. He's not the playmaking decisions that he needs to make. He's not making it. And with Dak Prescott, I mean, he's a good player. You know, he got Pollard, he got CC Lamb, he got Zeke. I don't know what's been going on with Zeke lately. You know, he got Schultz, he got Gallup. Hell, he even got Hilton, T.Y. Hilton. I didn't even know T.Y. Hilton was on Dallas until last week when they lost. But you got players. So I don't understand how I don't even know if that's a word, hawking up the ball, throwing up 3 or 4 interceptions a game, and you're okay with that. And the fans are okay with that. He's still gonna win. No, that shit trash. That's trash. That's trash. But anywho, I'm not gonna vent on them. I'm excited for next season. I'm excited. Well, we're still in this season, but for next season, I want to see what Jacksonville do. Jacksonville surprised the hell out of me this season. They were out. They were out of it, and all of a sudden, these little mother suckers came rolling back like boom, like I'm here, bitch. And it was nice to see. It was nice to see. I missed that game when they came back against the Chargers, who was another team that I'm excited to see for next year. I missed that game. You know, it's either to watch the game and watch my son be aggravated because he doesn't want to watch the game because he wants to watch Busy Beavers, or let him watch Busy Beavers, but let him distract you enough that you can't watch the game on your phone. You know, you got to pick and choose thing, you know. So I just said forget it. But I missed that game, that comeback game. Oh, I wanted to watch that game. But those two teams I'm excited for. I'm excited to see what they do next year. I'm excited. I don't have any anticipation on any other teams really. I really don't. Arizona. I'm not even. I mean, I was gonna bring up Arizona, but I don't even care to be honest with you. You know, I hope Murray gets better. You know, I'm pretty sure that's a horrible feeling to tear your ACL. I think he tore both his ACL and MCL, or I know he tore his ACL. Maybe his MCL was sprained, but I can't imagine that. I won't ever want to deal with that. But I also know that's the cost of the game when you play sports, you know, the wear and tear on the body. But yeah. Outside of that, outside those two teams, Jacksonville and the Chargers, I don't really have any high expectations for no other teams really. I mean, even down to my team, Seattle. I mean, if they keep up with in Geno we trust, it's going to be another mid season. I mean, may make the playoffs, maybe, you know, depending on what the Rams do next year, depending on what Arizona do, depending on what the 49ers do, you know. Um, but it's probably going to be mid. So I don't even have any expectations that they're going to make it to the playoffs next year. I'm just being honest, and that hurts because that's my team, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, you go up and then you go down. You're gonna come up again, but ain't no telling how long you're gonna be down before you come up. Ask the Bears. Bazing! And on that note, I'm about to log off. I love you all. Have a safe Sunday. Enjoy the game if you watch the game. If you don't watch football, if you watch basketball, I'm pretty sure there's some games coming on today of basketball. Let's see. Oh, the Lakers cried too much. That was horrible what I saw yesterday. Them refs try to cheat for the Lakers. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Um, you got Miami at Charlotte. That should be on right now, Central Time. You got Indy at Memphis. I think Memphis 0-5 right now. Man, they've been losing crazy because of no humility. Humble yourself, young bloods. You got the Clippers at Cleveland. Maybe good game. That's at 6 o'clock tonight. And then you got the Pelicans at the Bucks. That's a great game. That's at 7 o'clock. So if you don't watch football, here goes some NBA. If you don't watch NBA, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Go to church or something. I don't know what to tell you. But on that note, I love you. See you guys live in 2 weeks. Maybe sooner. Bye.